Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan, and welcome to Dylan the Truth Podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, I'd like for you guys to subscribe to this channel and also hit that like button. Deeply appreciate it. Now, this segment is about the four teams remaining in the NBA playoffs, with the Western Conference Finals between the Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. Um, I'll quickly break down the matchups between the two matchups here. I will start on the West with the Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Um, this should be a very interesting matchup. Um, both teams came off an impressive victory in their series. Uh, Denver beat Phoenix Suns in a blowout. They won the series 4-2, and then the Lakers blew out the Golden State Warriors, the defending champion, and to win that series 4-2. They both split the regular season series, 2 games apiece. Um, but this was before the trade deadline. This is a completely different Lakers team. I mean, after the trade deadline, the Lakers have been on a serious roll. I mean, you have to remember they were 13th in the West, and look at where they are right now. They're in the Western Conference Finals. Like, let that one sink in. That is unbelievable. But there's two key players for each team. I'll start on the Denver side. You have Nikolai Jokic. He was a runner-up as the MVP for the season. He's putting up some monster numbers in this playoffs. He's averaging 30 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. That's basically a triple double he's averaging right now. He's shooting about 55% from the field. Was it about 48% from three, which is amazing. And he's shooting about 79% from the free throw line. And then you have Jamal Murray, Canadian. He's averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, about 7 assists. He's shooting 41% from the field, about 40% from the three, and he's shooting 92% from the free throw line. So he's an excellent free throw shooter. Those are their two big guns right there for Denver. And then you look at the Lakers side. Obviously, I believe the best duo in the NBA right now. You got LeBron James, who's averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He's shooting 49% from the field. He's god awful from the 3 point line. He's only shooting 26%. And then he's shooting like 76% from the free throw line. Then you have Anthony Davis, who's been a monster in these playoffs so far. Without him, the Lakers wouldn't be where they are right now. He's averaging 21 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. He's shooting 53% from the field, which is excellent. 27% from the three, it's not good, but he doesn't really take as much, which I like. I love when he's dominant and down low. And also, he's shooting 84% from the free throw line. Also, he's averaging 3 blocks and about 1 steal, 1.4 steals per game. So, this matchup, like I said, it's very interesting. This is a different challenge for the Lakers. They kind of play similar to the Lakers in a sense where they like to slow it down a little bit. This is a little bit of a slower paced team compared to the Golden State Warriors team that they went through. Um, Jokic is going to be their vocal point. He's going to basically run the offense. Now, the way I look at it, there's ways that Lakers could actually beat this team. One, I know Jokic is going to be a handful for Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis is going to be a handful for Jokic because Jokic is not a great defender. Now I already know what Lakers' game plan is. They're gonna basically put Jokic in pick and rolls a lot. They're gonna make him work on defense, and therefore he's gonna burn out. He's not gonna have much energy on the other end, on the offensive end. I think that's their game plan. They're gonna attack him. They're gonna attack him defensively because we all know he's a liability there. Offensively, he has no weakness. We know that. But I believe Anthony Davis is a smart enough player to work, like, put him in bad situations. LeBron James is definitely going to do that. They're going to run a lot of high pick and roll, make him come out, make him defend, and that will burn him out. Now, on the other end, what Denver could do, Denver also could basically pull Anthony Davis from the post with Jokic. He's a threat from the three. So Anthony Davis has no choice but to, come out. And that would take him away from the paint. But here's the problem with the Denver Nuggets. This is where Golden State's more of a threat compared to Denver. The only penetrator I could say is maybe Jamal Murray. Outside of him, ain't nobody gonna really attack the rim like that. A lot of them are more spot up shooters. So you're not too worried about somebody beating you off the dribble to get to the cup. I don't see that happening with this Denver Nuggets team. And another reason why I believe the Lakers will win this series in 6 is because they're the number one defensive team remaining in this playoffs. Denver doesn't really play that much defense. It's more so they have to outscore you. So that's going to be a bit of a problem for Denver Nuggets. For whatever reason, people have Denver as a favorite to win the series. I don't see it. I'm looking at the matchup. The guard play is going to be a key for the Lakers, I believe. There's two factors on how Lakers are going to win this series. One is who's going to stay on the floor the longest between Jokic and Anthony Davis. That would be the deciding factor of the series. Because they don't really have like a backup big that could cover, like, to back them up. I mean, they do, like, Lakers have Tristan Thompson and they have Mo Bamba, but and then you look at Denver, they don't really have that much bigs, outside of maybe, Jokic and Aaron Gordon. They don't have too many bigs, so that's something you have to watch out for. And then two, I would say, would be the guard play. I believe Lakers have the advantage on that because you have to look at D'Angelo Russell. You have Austin Reeves. You have Dennis Schroeder from the perimeter. That'd be a nightmare for those guys. And then also Hachimura. He's been playing really good. Lonnie Walker. I mean, they have a lot of weapons. It's not just Anthony Davis and LeBron James you got to worry about. You got to worry about this whole squad. And that's what makes them dangerous. And you don't know who's going to go off in any given time. So that's why I got the Lakers in 6. I don't know. It's just their defense is just on another level. They know when to turn it on defensively. And yeah, I got them winning this series in 6. Then I'm going to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is the rematch from last season. The Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. Now, if you remember last season in Game 7, it was a hell of a series. Game 7, I believe it was in Miami. Jimmy Butler had a chance to win it for them. He took a 3 when they were down by 2. He missed, and then ultimately they lost the series. So I believe Miami is out for revenge against this very same Celtics team. I mean, obviously the key players for Boston is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Those are their 2 stars on the team. I mean, if you're looking at the wing duos, I mean, they're up there. I guess with, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They're up there for sure. I mean, they're both ISO type players. I mean, they are a defensive minded team. But I mean, they've been inconsistent. I haven't been sold with them. I don't know. I've watched the series against like was Celtics against Atlanta. I wasn't really impressed with that. I thought they should have put them away, either a sweep or a gentleman sweep, and they let Atlanta hang on. Um, didn't like it too much. I'm not a fan of the Celtics, so I'm just saying, from this team being number one, there's no way that should have happened. Then in the second round, I mean, they went up against Philly. They got a scare. You know, they were down 3-2 going to Philly. They came back. They won Game 6 in Philly. Then they blew them out in Game 7. And now here we are. We have this match. Now, R is Miami Heat. I didn't have high expectations for this team. I thought like their ceiling was the second round. They proved me wrong. I mean, everybody was worried at first when they lost to Atlanta in the play-in, and then they actually beat the Chicago Bulls to make it to the eighth spot. They shocked the world when they eliminated the number one seeded team in the league in Milwaukee Bucks. They had the best overall record in the league, and they took them out. I believe in four. It was a gentleman's sweep. I mean, that was a huge upset, and that was, I believe, the first playing team to win a series. That's unreal. So kudos to Miami. I always felt like they were a gritty team. They were always gonna scrap. You know, they're never gonna lay down. So I knew they weren't gonna go out with a fight. But I did not see this one coming, taking out Milwaukee Bucks. In the second round, they went up against the Knicks. You know, they closed them out in Miami, 4 games to 2. I just felt like initially I thought Knicks were gonna take that step, but clearly they didn't. You know, Jimmy Butler like galvanized the troops. You know, he leads and then they follow, and look at where they are. They're in the Eastern Conference Final once again. Um, the Miami Heat can present a bit of a problem for Boston Celtics. These guys are very familiar with each other. If you remember, in the past, a few seasons, they ran into each other. This would be like the third time in I believe in 4 seasons, or maybe, yeah, 4 seasons. Because in the 2020 bubble, Miami actually took out the Celtics, I believe in Game 7. And they ended up losing the finals to the Lakers 4-2. And then last season, you know, like I just said, they took out the Celtics, got their revenge on them, and beat them in Game 7. So, do I see this series going to 7? Probably not. If I had to pick a winner, um, it's hard. Like, I'm rooting for Miami. I really don't like the Celtics. I really don't. I really hate that team. But something tells me that the Celtics will win this series in 6. Um, I'm just gonna stick with my gun on that. I really do want Miami to win. I want them to prove me wrong, but something just tells me it's just set up for Celtics to go back to the finals. You know, like I said, Miami's gonna put up a hell of a fight. They're not gonna lay down. They're not gonna lay down to anybody. Jimmy Butler will not allow that. Like, he could be hurt, he could roll his ankle or whatever it is. He's gonna still give his all. And Jimmy Butler is actually one of my favorite players. So I don't know. That's how I feel about that series. Um, it'll be exciting for sure. I can't wait to see both of these series. We're here now. We're almost there. But you know, I'm a Lakers guy, so I'm gonna be rooting for Lakers all the way. It would be interesting to see, you know, I guess the Lakers. Hopefully, the Lakers could take care of business in this series. Whichever team that comes out in the East, it will be a rematch of one of the finals. Whether it's the 2020 NBA Finals, or is it the 2010 NBA Finals, when the Lakers and Celtics met up, and you know, they actually won in Game 7, which I'll never forget. This is gonna be interesting. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. It's gonna be electrifying. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to this video. Till next time, peace.